How you doing, everybody? This is Top here, and today we are going to show you some footage of Battlefield Hardline. Now, yesterday the beta was released for everybody, PC and console. So everyone's got the opportunity to try out the beta for the first day, and I wanted to give my impressions and just, what I thought about the beta, and also playing with my clanmates, and how much more enjoyable it is to play with your teammates and clanmates. So here we're playing on a game mode called Heist, and this game mode is really tactical. At this point we're playing as the robbers, and then the other faction is the cops, and what you got to do is break into this vault, steal the money, and bring it to 3 set capture points on the map while the cops are trying to stop you. Now here you can see we're trying to break into one of the points we're breaking to is the rooftop point. Now there's 3 points in which you can break into: one in the diner, the rooftop, and also the vault entrance. Now the vault entrance is going to be guarded. That's where the police set up, and probably one of the harder spots to get into. If your team's working together, you can push in there. The easier spots would be the diner and the rooftop. The rooftop can also be tricky. Smarter players will be up there waiting for you if you're trying to get through the rooftop. The diner seems to be one of those sneaky spots. You can go around the back, blow the wall open, and end up right in the vault. So these are 2 spots that you want to try out. And here you can see I'm using the gas grenades. I wanted to show a little bit of that. So you've got different grenades you can use in this game. Gas grenades, smoke, flash, Molotov, cocktail bombs, so you really have an arsenal of different grenades that you can use. So the system to unlock weapons and attachments and things like that in this game, it doesn't go by XP or experience. Now it goes by actual money that you earn, which is considered experience. So by earning this money, now you can actually buy the things that you want rather than waiting to unlock them through experience, which is kind of cool. Be it a weapon that you have to get set amount of kills with. Once you do get that amount of kills, you can actually go in and buy the site that you want instead of having to wait. And on top of that, you do get battle packs, so you may even get lucky and unlock your site in one of the battle packs. But I do like that you can just buy what you want and set up your weapon from the go how you want, the sight, the grip, everything that you need. Just remember, you'll need a set amount of kills before you can unlock sights and different grips, or say muzzle brakes, heavy barrels for that gun. So that's an important thing to remember. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about the guns and the classes. Now usually play engineer, recon, assault. My 2 favorite classes really are engineer and assault. I do play recon just because I like the sniping, and sniping in this game is a little tricky. I'm gonna have some footage later on and talk about that, but here I want to just talk about the operator class, or the assault class. Now this class has some really good weapons. You'll start off with one assault rifle. The recoil on is really horrible, but what I did was I played Heist for a good while, got used to the gun, kind of managing the recoil. Once I was used to it, I added a muzzle brake, and that gun was pretty good with the muzzle brake. But once I got past that weapon, one of my friends, or actually one of my clanmates, I was considered buying the M416, but instead I went with the M16A3. And here you can see right here, I'm kind of showing you the attachments, costs, and what you'll be spending for each different attachment depending on what you like. Now the stats on the M16A3 are right there in the column, you can see, and this gun is amazing. I mean, stock, it has no recoil. It's like night and day compared to the first assault rifle that you get. And if you've watched any Battlefield videos, and you probably watch Level Cap or Rival X Factor and those other guys, you'll know already that this gun is the go-to gun. This one or the M416, I would say, are 2 great guns, and you really can't go wrong with them. And here's some footage of me just using it stock. See, and this is what happens when you buy a weapon. You get it straight stock. You do get a foregrip on it, which is good, but you got no sight, and I'm really horrible with no sights. Once I get a sight, my game usually goes up, but it wasn't too bad with the iron sights, and you're gonna kind of get an idea of what it looks like and what you're to expect. So if you're looking for a good operator class weapon, I would go with the M16A3 or the M416. Both great guns, you can't go wrong with them, and it brings me back to those Battlefield 3 days of using this weapon, you know, just no recoil, great control, and great rate of fire, and easy to take out other targets. Now I'm going to give you different views of the bank vault. So here we are in the vault, and now I'm playing as the police, where I was playing at the robbers in the previous clips. And in this clips, there's 3 points that these robbers have to enter, and I mentioned it. So from in the vault, you can kind of see the main door, and here you've got really nice spots where you can kind of just sit behind the stacks of money and just guard the entrances that they're coming in. There you can see one of the stacks of money. So here's the upper area where they blew open the ceiling and the air conditioning came through, and you can kind of get an idea of how they could peek and shoot you from the bottom. So you want to be careful to cover these 3 entrances. There's the back entrance on the right, the ceiling, and the main doorway. So if your team is focused and work together and really covering these spots, you could easily defend this area with no trouble whatsoever. So now I'm gonna move on to some of the pickup weapons in this game. Now the LMGs are no longer class specific or for the support class. You actually pick up these weapons. These are considered heavy weapons, whereas like rocket launchers, LMGs, stingers on Conquest, and you know, heavier weapons that you would now use in Battlefield 4, which you could just pick with your class, and now pick up weapons. And these weapons will cause a lot of suppression, and suppression in this game I wasn't struggling with whatsoever. I mean, the only effect it really has, honestly, is that you get a kind of squint. You're gonna see on the screen when I'm getting shot at, the screen kind of looks like you're squinting. You get these little black marks around the side, and it looks as if you're just kind of squinting there. But that's about the worst thing that happens, and I was finding it really easy to aim in this game and just you know, fire back at enemies that are firing back at me. Just very easy. Suppression, no problem, and I was enjoying it. So here we are, the cop. We're kind of moving in on the flank on the robbers who are trying to get back in the vault. Now you really want to get used to this heist game mode and kind of figure out all the flanking routes. There's all kinds of flanking routes. Get the ladders to the rooftops, be it little entrances that lead through the vault up into other areas, doorways that will carry to the rooftop, back to the bottom of the floor. Just pay attention to these. Now, one bad thing I have to say about the heist game mode is that I played actually up to rank, I think it was 27 on heist mode, so I really was enjoying this game when I really figured out the in and outs of the map and just what I need to do. And here's one point where me and my team, we capture, take the money, and you're gonna kind of see the route that I take to take the money to the next drop point, which we have 3 drop points, A, B, and C. Now to go back to the thing I don't like about this game mode is that where the police spawn in this game mode, if you have a really aggressive team of criminals, they can easily spawn trap the police officers. And there must have been 4, 5, 6, 7 games where we literally spawn trapped the police officers. I mean, we didn't even need to take the money if we didn't want to. We could have just made sure they didn't leave the spawn, and that's something that they might want to look into. If you've got good snipers on the rooftops, the only way the police can get out of their spawn is either through the subway. They still have to come up on the street, or they have to just walk straight up on the main street, and they can easily be trapped in their spawn. So that might be something that the developers might want to look into and see if they can give more cover or fix that, because it's really easy for the criminals to trap the police in their spawn. Another thing that I was enjoying about this game was playing with teammates and just the overall experience of, you know, getting the money and bringing it with your teammates. And it was really had a nice pace to it. It was really fast. A lot of tactical gameplay you're gonna see. Like, we got smart here. We knew that they were guarding us on the right side and trying to pin us from the parking garage. So me and Tommy and a couple of the other guys were like, well, let's just flank them and go around the other way. And we did it so fast that we kind of caught them off guard, and we were able to get up along the left side. And this is what's cool about this game mode here. For instance, if you're shot while carrying the money, somebody else can't pick up the money and bring it to the exact same spot where you were headed. The new drop point will change, so it forces you to adjust your gameplay and move to the next drop point. So those little things in this game mode make it, you know, change it up and make it tactical. It's not just a forward push on one area. the guy with the money goes down, you've got to be smart, switch it up and change. And this is kind of where, I mean, where we could spawn trap the police. Now this is where they spawn, right above this subway, and we'll be straight ahead where I'm pointing right now. That's where they spawn. Now if you're smart and you position guys, maybe one guy down in the bottom, two guys at the side subway entrances, and a couple guys in the middle, snipers on the roof, they're not leaving the spawn. They're pretty much trapped. And if you've got a good bunch of shooters, the other team is not playing tactical, maybe using smoke grenades to get out or anything, they're going to struggle and they're going to have a lot of trouble getting out of their spawn. And like I said before, I witnessed a lot of games where this had happened. So my impressions of Battlefield Hardline first, and the game mode I'm going to talk about first is Heist. I truly enjoy this game mode. I played this game mode so much. I mean, toward the end of my gameplay, I finally jumped into Conquest, and I mean, I still kind of miss this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and peace out. Thanks for checking out my videos. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you like what you see. And hopefully I'll bring you some more great content in the future. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.